So, specific of this video is to talk about the gun violence in this country. Why is there gun violence in this country? Why do we blame the gun? Why does the left continue to blame the gun? I'll tell you why. I don't know why. Because, one main reason I can see it's because it gets a lot of the news attention and stuff. But we do not have a gun problem. We have a people problem. We have a severe mental health problem in this country. You got to ask yourself, and ask yourself this deep and hard to the Democrats, particularly in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s. Why was it, no questions asked, normal to take your guns to school, have them in the back of your trucks, SUVs, or whatever you use to hunt with? Because you always go hunting during deer season. Seems a little strange. There wasn't school shootings, but yet they had them right in the back of their pickup trucks. Some of them not even locked. Seems a little strange, doesn't it? Our mental health crisis has gotten a lot worse. We have strangers raising our kids today. Because back in the 70s, 80s, early 90s, like Charlie Kirk always used to say, you could have the woman be at home if she wanted to. And you could go out as a man and work and provide, have a house, have a vehicle. Your kids weren't being raised by strangers. There wasn't all this technology getting a hold of these kids today. And I feel as if too many of these parents from the 90s, the 2000s, are like the ones that are like particularly these 80s and 90s parents that had kids in the early 2000s, late 90s. These kids got a hold of technology. Still today, these kids are getting a hold of technology. And now a lot of the 90s parents and 80s parents are just like, we didn't have computers when I was a kid. I don't understand this. And they refuse to learn about technology. That it contributes towards our mental health crisis in this country. Some of these parents don't know. It seems crazy, but some of these parents just don't know, or they just don't pay attention. You need to understand what your kid is on today, what and who they're interacting with on the internet today. That contributes to our mental health crisis also. Clueless parents that have no idea what their kids are on. And all this crap being spewed on the internet the kids get a hold of and believe. Strange, they didn't have that in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s, did they? And they didn't have as a severe mental health because they didn't have all this technology. They didn't have clueless parents. They didn't have strangers raising their kids. They didn't have as messed up as a healthcare system as we do today. It's always been messed up, but it's gotten worse, particularly over the last few decades. It's gotten a lot worse in our mental health and our health care in general in this country over the past few decades. So it's coming down to the guns are not the problem. The problem is the people. The problem is this mental health issue we have. The problem's coming down to we need to start paying attention. We need to come together as people and start uniting like we all have as Republicans with Charlie Kirk. We need to all come together in an event like this and stop blaming the left or the right. Come together as people and say, enough is enough. We will help people who need mental health issues. We will reopen psych wards if they need a psych ward, and that's not a bad way of saying they're insane. But the psych wards to help evaluate them, help them get the help they need. We will offer more funding towards that. We will help these people. We will fix our broken system. But it's never going to happen until all of us work together and come together as people.